Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Yo, what's going on, travelers? Welcome back to another episode of the Sing Zone podcast. Today we're gonna be going over a little something special. It's gonna be a few updates, but for the most part, I'm hoping that you guys will really get something out of this. It's been a video that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. For those of you that are capable of being non-biased, or putting aside your bias, because everyone has their bias. Hopefully you guys really like this one. Again, like the video if you like the video, and give it a share. Definitely give this video a share. This has been a topic of discussion that I've been wanting to have for a long time. For the most part, I think that it definitely needs to happen. There's a lot of speculation, and I'll get into that in just a moment. For the time being, I'm gonna let a few people pop in here. Again, like the stream if you want to hear more about this. I get this is a sensitive topic for everyone, but I'm gonna go into it, and I'm gonna share, put some things on screen here, and just kind of go into it a little bit more thoroughly as a technician myself. Not only as a editor and podcaster, of course, I'm gonna try to share some things from a technical expertise point of view, and hopefully you guys like that, and appreciate that. Just give me a moment here. And we'll get started in about 5 minutes. Just let a few people, you know, get a chance to pop in. Again, hey, if you're not new to the channel, or if you're new to the channel, make sure to leave a comment. Let us know. Say what's up or something. I don't know. Ooh, excuse me. I'm extremely dehydrated. Long night, I know. Let's go ahead and fix this right here. There we go. See, how can we do this better? Oh yeah, this is gonna be an interesting video. I can already tell. All right. No, we're not gonna play that. Okay. Well, I couldn't hear that. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but let's go ahead and see. Okay. Well, just FYI, guys. Editing software might disconnect on us. So just be cautious. Let's see if we can exit out some of that. All right. Oh my gosh, yeah, that was. Can we? Oh my god, anyone else like not like it when there's not dark mode? How do we fix this? How do we fix this? If you guys are watching any new anime, let us know. Ooh, Kaiju number 8 dropped the trailer? What? Okay, and we might have to check that out, guys. We might have to check that out. I'm excited for that one. I'm excited for that one. I'm actually pretty hyped for that one. Let's see. Yeah, this is what I want. Yes. What about this? No, is that what I want? Or is this what I want? Nah, we're going with that one. Yeah. Yes, sir. All right. Now let me see if I could actually fix the audio here. No, I can't fix it. You're not gonna let me? Come on. It's getting extremely difficult with me right now. All right. That's fine. We're not gonna let it put us down. If you guys if you guys are new, go ahead and join the Discord if you're interested and you want to find more about this. We're gonna be doing a reaction video as well. You may already know who I'm talking about, but for those of you that have already read the title and you guys, yeah, it's gonna get interesting. We're gonna talk about all kind of stuff. We're gonna go into it. It's gonna be fantastic. All right, fantastic. All right. So let's see. Yeah. All right. Let's get this together. Yep. Oh, finally. All right. That's one step. Let's see. How do we get some audio? Want some audio in here? All right. Audio cap. That's what we need. Yes, sir. All right. How do we do? Can we? All right, guys. This may or may not work, but let me just make sure. Okay. All right. Hmm. Fantastic. It works. It works. All right. Okay. Yes, sir. All right. So this is what we're gonna do, guys. All right. Since everything wants to, you know, lacking a little, a few people, but we're just gonna go ahead and where do we start this video off? I had absolutely no plans on how I would start this video. Um, but yeah, I think we're gonna start this off from Discord. Um, let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm seeing. That way you guys actually know what I'm looking at. All right.
So when I first
You guys may have heard that already. Let's see. Get this some audio in here too. Can we do that too? I think we can. I think we can. All right. Now, if there's any loud noises, I apologize ahead of time, guys. I didn't really have a lot of prep time. I know I really just wanted to get this video out there. So that's gonna be the topic of the conversation, and hopefully the focus of the video. Now I'll explain what I'm talking about in just a moment, if you'll bear with me. Okay, all right, okay. How you guys doing out there? You guys, yo, so many new great animations just coming out. And yes, we will be checking out that Kaiju number 8 trailer. I think it released today, if I'm not yeah. All right. How do we get to the notifications? Yo, I hate Twitter on I gotta say I hate Twitter to death on, especially on PC. Jeez. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys are doing well, though. I hope you guys are doing well. I know it's been a while. It's been a minute since I've been live, right? Pretty sure. Yes. I know it's been a minute. All right. It's been a Okay, let's see. Okay, are we at the... Okay, but while I look for that, this is what we'll do. We'll skip straight to the topic at hand. How about, why don't we, all right? And then we'll go from there. So let's open that up. Apologies ahead of time, guys. I know it's been a while since I've actually had to do anything editorial wise, I guess, when it pertains to videos and streams and such. Oh man. All right. Is that large enough for you guys? Let's see. Yeah, so we'll do. Yeah. No. We'll keep it there. All right. That's me, Zone Fanfic. And all right. We'll be that's not what we're talking about. All right. So, the man of the hour, Chiba Reviews. If you haven't heard of him, he's not a bad guy. He's actually pretty cool. I like him as a YouTuber. But he said some things that I think a lot of people, especially in the anime community, I know a lot of those folks are typically technologically ignorant in a lot of ways. Being an editor does not mean you're a technician in any form of way. Anyone can troubleshoot depending, on whatever technology. It's not necessary. It doesn't mean you're a technician. So I'm going to try to give some more of a technological expertise point of view on the matter. And for those of you that are technicians, you can help validate me in the comment section. Verify that the information that I'm saying is accurate, at least when it pertains to the matter at hand. From what I can see, just kind of speaking from an externally from anime, is that there is a lot of speculation and there is a lot of misinformation and a lot of what would you say, there's a lot of anxiety around the topic of AI and AGI, right? First off, AGI, just forget about that, right? Little to nothing to do with anime currently as it stands, or at least anime production currently as it stands, right? So I would like to share this video. I thought it was quite interesting, and I think that it really, one of the factors about it, before I even get started, is it seems to kind of add to that same campaign of fear, right? Adding on the fear layer of AI aspects and whether or not it challenges the idea of it being involved within anime production. And my argument is already yes, 100%. Yes, it does. And anime studios are doing this, right? Animators are creating production, or anime creators are creating anime using AI tools and technology systems and processes, right? So yes, that is 100% confirmed, and I will show you today that it is, right? So we'll get started with this video, and I'll explain as the stream continues. Again, if you like the video, like the stream, like the stream.
Saw this, I swore I didn't want to believe that this was serious. Like, I wanted to believe that this individual here that made this video wasn't serious. That was a parody of some kind, talking about, you know, how people are upset about the overall differences in the Jujutsu Kaisen anime and manga. Talked about it yesterday. But upon watching this video, which you cannot watch it now, sadly, because...
So this video is a video that he found on Twitter that's been circulating. Like I said, I've been saying for months, and I wouldn't even put it past them as far as it being years that this has been a rumor, but because of the recent trends of this year, people find it relevant to talk about the matter at hand. Personally, I have had experience firsthand dealing with these tools and technology. Most of us today, especially if you use certain editorial tools or certain studying tools, ChatGPT, if you use Galactica, if you use even editorial tools that create visual pictures and frameworks or frames, excuse me, for the terminology. You got Midjourney, you have DALL-E too, right? Creating art, right? And we'll talk about how the integrity still remains as that continues, right?
This individual here actually privated it, so you can't actually go and comment on it, etc., which makes a lot of sense why they privated it. Basically claimed that they talked to an animator within Studio Mappa that worked on, you know, Jujutsu Kaisen, and also they admitted that AI is being used in Jujutsu Kaisen, especially for the latest episode. And as soon as I heard that, like I said, I wanted to believe within the core of my...
Okay, so Mappa has not officially came out and said that is 100% true. There are studios that have came out and they have put information out there for that you can verify, that we'll go over today, that confirm, yeah, they are using AI technology within anime studios and production. Okay, so right, this woman here, or what appears to be a woman here, looks sort of like a deep fake to me, but I don't know, right? As I would put that out there, that is a huge possibility. I'm not sure exactly who this woman is, but let's continue.
Myself, that there is just no way this person is serious, because look,
oh, she's serious.
A lot of studios, a lot of flack, and I have definitely talked about Mappa in the past of how they overwork people. But if there is one thing I have always said, the staff at Mappa, or any studio, not just Mappa, they work. They are passionate about what they do. They love their work. They love anime. They love manga. And they put blood, sweat, and tears into what they work on. And the fact of the matter that this person so confidently can just say they're using AI is just so disrespectful.
Okay, this is what I'm going to do for you, Chibi, right? I'm going to hey, I feel like I have something on my glasses. What's on my glasses? All right. This is what I'm going to do for you, Chibi, right? So I'm going to add you in the video title. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. I don't know if you heard me, but that's what I'm going to do. Oh, I can't even do that right now. Or can I? Let's find out. Let's find out. Can I do that now? Or does it have to be later? I really want it to be right now. Let me see. Ooh. All right. Okay, yeah, never mind. We'll do it later. But this is a video response directly to this video, and we'll be revising the title of this video as it goes, as it continues on. All right.
There's no word that I can say to really express my sheer disappointment on just the matter at hand. But let's get into this, okay? So this video, I'm gonna show you guys, and you can just listen to this, okay? This person is dead serious, and because of obviously the post, it had 13K likes. That's how many likes it had before she privated it, and those.
Okay, the reason why I would assume that she would private it is because Twitter just goes rampant every time there's like there's a slight opinion that someone doesn't disagree on, and that's gonna happen regardless of whenever if something's true or not, right? Now some things are verifiable like this, in which you could have did before you actually went out and you know created this video for your platform, right? Now I'm gonna continue on. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt to see whether or not things are cleared up later on. But right now, it seems like you don't necessarily agree with the idea behind AI generated animation. And I hope this video really gives you some perspective. That's really what I'm going for, and I hope that we can actually explore this as a community rather than trying to put it down, right? Because I think the world is going to continue to adapt. Is AI technology there yet? Yeah, it's not impossible. It's actually very simple, and it's very simple to automate these tasks and procedures, right? It's not complicated in the grand scheme of things, right? There are way more complicated things that I can show you, and if you want to find out more about it, I encourage you to join the Discord, subscribe for other videos. But yeah, we're gonna go into this. I'm not gonna sell you guys short. We're gonna really go into this today. All right.
Those comments on that video basically were saying, wow, this explains a lot, and then people were like, oh, this makes a lot of sense why the episode was trash and all that. This was given ammunition for those that obviously already hate JJK or hate the episode because there was a little bit of a difference. And so this added fuel to the fire, obviously. So let's just listen to this and you can see what I'm talking about.
Episode. After speaking with an animator and doing a lot of research on animation, it's looking like it boils down to budget, AI, and time. To my surprise, I learned that AI is
budget, AI, and time.
Okay. I heard a few things here. First thing I heard is she spoke directly with an animator. Did she? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait until later in the video to find out, or maybe see if she pushes out any more information. I don't exactly know her Twitter handle, so if any one of you guys have her Twitter handle, that we can go and hunt down and see whether or not she's being legitimate and actually has these facts together, or whether or not she's just putting up things to rile up the community, which I doubt, because these things again are provable. Right? So if they're provable, right, that means that they're valid to an extent, right? So another thing that I heard is he said
and time. AI and time.
AI what? Budget, AI, and time, right? Okay. These are common criteria for business continuity. What, right? Like, budget, AI, and time, right? These are common business practices that they would like to implement, that businesses all over the world, does not matter which type of organization they are. This is true when it pertains to Americans, Europeans, primarily Japan, though, because they're the anime producers, right? And I think the topic of discussion really is there integrity still in Japan's art and animation? I would have to disagree. To an extent, I think the train is really leaning toward or really moving toward there not being as much integrity as we'd hope, right? A lot of these if you go on Midjourney, you can see a lot of these processes and these large language models are capable of creating a vast array of pictures and art scales, right? They can create pretty much anything that you feed the actual the model, right? These are programs, right? So in programs, there is an integrity process, right? That are validated through multiple resources, but we'll go into that as this video continues, and then we'll look into something else.
Let's not factor in hard work and dedication and passion for what.
I would argue there's probably not as much. You could primarily see that in shonen when they reuse and resurface a lot of their philosophical concepts, right? Oh, it's Buddhism, it's Hinduism, it's Confucianism, right? They all use the same religious philosophical concepts within primarily shonen. Shonen does this and does it again and recycles the same exact stuff and we still like it. It's fine. I'm not putting it off. I'm just saying that as a community, it's important for us to realize that before we suspend our disbelief, right? We, of course, consider the factors for whether or not how much integrity is built around these businesses, right? Maybe 20 years ago, they were a little bit more they had a little bit more integrity in what they say, right? But we could see that when it pertains to the Naruto series, the Boruto series, right? These are just some like anime One Piece, and I'll continue to dive into that. Again, this is not a hate video. This is primarily explaining the intricacies of how these businesses and corporations could they do work and could potentially work, especially in the future, right? They are adapting, and I will of course provide more information as I continue. What they're
doing, the animators, what they're working on. Yes, time is a huge factor, I agree. And yes, sometimes money can be a factor too. But a lot of these animators, they work on it because they love it. It's hard work, time, effort, dedication, and skill from the animators. And I'm not someone that's going to go and say that I know everything.
Do they love it, or do they like? My argument, and this is just a sidebar, nothing to do with the video. My argument is like, do they love it, or does it just make them like buku amounts of money, right? Like massive amounts of money that they have to bend to some agency, right? To some agencies will, right? Because when you have to abide by some agencies' common use or common criteria factors, or and these are note the specific terminologies that I'm pointing out. You can look up what I'm emphasizing. Hopefully you catch catch what I'm emphasizing, you can look up these specific criteria within business practices, right? I will try to be as, incorporate some professionalism within my expertise.
Thing within the anime industry, especially when it comes to art and animation staff. I'm not gonna go on a limb and say I do. I don't. I have basic understanding. But even with my limited basic understanding, it is just so disrespectful to just say budget, AI, and time. Time, I can agree with.
Budget, AI, and time are common business practices. They're nothing to do with disrespect. Businesses don't operate on a matter of respect or disrespect. Not anymore, right? Not anymore. There's too much money on the line. Japan receives money through cross-region, and I'm not quoting this specifically, cross-regional budget, right? So they receive an estimate on how much they would basically make from other countries, right? And then of course they would communicate that, right? That is a common business practice. But of course we'll go into that more thoroughly, just to clarify on that.
Budget's not as important, but it is kind of, but not as full important as the staff, a really quality staff.
The budget
that
pays the
has
staff.
worked in the industry and knows what they're doing. Very much just a lot of talent, so to speak. And the fact that we have this start off where she says that, and then an animator went out of their way that she talked with apparently.
This guy, I'm getting Dreamland. I'm getting Dreamland here.
She did not talk to any animator, and if she did, please drop some names, the deets, the DMs. I am legit curious because there is no way an animator would literally crap on their own self and their own work like that. There's just, I don't believe it. I don't. But anyway,
It's not crapping on. It's not crapping on the. I won't continue. I'll explain later.
So she claims that basically AI, time, budget, and all that is a big part of Mappa's animation and just other studios. And here's the thing, like, okay, I mean, that's just, it's so disrespectful in so many ways. Just not just JJK, Chainsaw Man, but it's just the whole anime industry.
Okay, well, look, this is where you're going overboard, and I'm afraid I'm gonna have to cut this video a little short, specifically because of how, like, what specific terminology you're using, and I may or may not come back to this video, but I wanna point out that he's using the words disrespectful, like it's disrespectful to the entire communities. It's not disrespectful. It's a common business practice, guys. I really need you guys to understand that, because it's not, when things are things become automated, that makes it cheaper and faster, and it allows things to be more scalable. And I know I'm saying all these specific big words, right? But this is the truth, right? It makes faster automated processes that allow businesses to earn a larger budget in a faster amount of time, right? That's just what it is. I really hope you guys understand that. But in case you don't, and we'll probably come back to that video. I want to put that on pause for now. That's me. Ooh, I gotta go back to that. All right, so that's all right. Sorry, guys. Oh man. Oh, let's see. All right. So, all right. So what we'll start off with, right? Since you guys have seen that video by Chibi, or at least half for now, I will explain that. Let's see. Is this here? All right, here we are, guys. Here we are. You guys can go to this website. It's a verifiable website. You guys can go to that, and it's a very popular website. All right, and we'll verify the contents of this website as we continue, because I want to make sure you guys get the most accurate and the most verifiable information. All right, this specific forum was done by a guy named Alex the Duke DeWitt. All right, don't know the guy, but we will again verify his information. Japan's Toei, is using AI tools to speed up anime production. Right, common knowledge. This was posted 7/06/2021. All right, this was 2 years ago. Okay, so are they still doing it? You bet your ass they are. Toei Animation, one of the oldest animation studios, is embracing some of the industry's newest technologies, right? This is 2023. Anime or AI tools are especially becoming more advanced day by day, right? What happened last month, there's something to knock that tool out of the competition. ChatGPT has other tools that will blow that model out of the water. Like, you think ChatGPT is something revolutionary? No. ChatGPT is like AOL, right? No. We're using Windows 10, right? I'm not, but I mean, I am and I'm not. All right. So, the company is increasingly turning to artificial intelligence to speed up animation production and cope with labor shortages. It has recently used AI software to generate animation backgrounds and is employing a separate tool to accelerate the coloring of character clothes, right? In Yuvan, an experimental short release in February, Toei's in-house research team used Cinefy to convert photos of Japan Sesbo City into images with a basic animation like rendering. See image above. The pink-hued cyberpunk-like background in the film were then retouched by artists, right? This happens all the time, right? This helps automate the process, right? When you have a large language model, like especially like I don't know, Mid-Journey comes to mind. If you're not already in that server, if you're not familiar with the range and what they're actually doing as a community, I don't know what to tell you. But of course we'll go into this. We'll continue with this. The pink-hued cyberpunk-like city. Okay. According to this, Cinefy's developer preferred networks, Cinefy's use of AI-based imaging processes and segmentation technologies cuts the pre-process time to 1/6 of what it would otherwise take. Right now, the goal of this video is not to prove for a matter of fact that sure it is happening. The goal is to prove that it's possible, right? That is the goal of this video, right? And I want you guys to understand that, because I will show you that some of these studios have actually came out and said, yes, we are doing this, right? Some of which, like Toei, you may be familiar with, anime such as One Piece. Yes, they have used some of their technology when rendering One Piece. Take that as you will. All right, I don't know what to tell you. Again, this is not to rile anyone up, but this is important to understand, right? Technology is moving fast, and it's important that we actually see this through, right? Because this is the way that it's moving, right? There is not as much integrity. If that's what you're leaning for, if that's what gives you the hard sell, right? Makes you want to buy their series, and maybe it's just not maybe it's just not meant for you. Maybe you just don't like it, right? But the truth of the matter is that AI is actually making an impact, and has been for quite some time now, but especially now this year, and even last year, has been making leaps and bounds of impact, and making some series with simple designs a little bit more manageable. And I think that's a good thing, right? So as per a report for Variety, labor shortages are a reason for this turn to AI. Toei president Katsuhiro Tagashi also stresses of high costs of animation production. I feel that the number of hits is small compared to the number of workers, or sorry, the number of works that are out in the world. Okay, slight typo, I believe. How do you now make a profit from animation works that are expensive to produce? Founder in 1948 and acquired by film major Toei in 1956. Toei Animation has produced high profile films and series across more than half a century. It has long had the largest workforce of animation studio in Japan, right? The largest. It hits series including Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon, Digimon, and One Piece. This is pertaining to Toei, right? Not necessarily AI, but we'll get into that. The animation industry is growing to record size, fuels in large part by investment from overseas streaming companies. Yet academic labor problems persist, with artists receiving low wages and forcing long hours. The industry shortage of talent must be understood in this context, right? Now, as things progress, jobs gonna be harder to come by, basically, right? And to speed up the competition, you have to use some AI processes. That's just what's gonna happen, right? Now, let's see, because there was a video. All right, I think this might be it. All right, here is a short project. I'm sure some of you have seen it, but I'll just kind of skim through this a little bit just to kind of show you what it, and it won't necessarily go over the rendering, but it'll show you what they're capable of. All right. I got a better idea, actually. Boop 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 boop. All right. So this is one of their first projects. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Let's skip it. Let's skip ahead. All right, so that's basically that in a nutshell. All right, now if you want to find out a little bit more about the rendering, I'll go ahead and link up some of the videos for how they would typically go about rendering, or studios like this that are actually doing this exact same thing as Toei, how they're actually accomplishing this and how they're actually rendering it. I'll go ahead and link that. Now, some of the studios, just to name a few, right? Studio Ghibli, Polygon Pictures, Weta Digital, Industrial Light and Magic, or ILM, and even Netflix. They're using AI in there. They're using AI within AI tools and systems within their projects, right? To make things more audible, right? Automated, right? This actually speeds up production and allows them to work more efficiently when managing teams and managing products. This is why I've said that One Piece this is one of the reasons why I feel like One Piece is more of like a production series, right? They've been around for a long time. Now, I don't mind One Piece. I don't have anything necessarily bad to say about it. I don't exactly watch it, but it's common knowledge now that One Piece actually is one of those series that have worked. And you can ask anyone. You can ask ChatGPT if you're unsure about how ChatGPT works. ChatGPT only uses common knowledge, right? You can actually ask ChatGPT itself whether or not it's capable of facilitating or making up information, or you can also ask it if it can accurately predict things that have not happened yet, right? Or things that have not happened. So if something has not happened, it will say, yeah, it's not in the database. It's not a common body of knowledge, right? It's not searchable, right? And these are processes which you can actually look up. You can test them yourself, right? So in a sense, they have the same credibility as a theory, right? A scientific theory, right? And you can also equate that, right? But just to continue, right? So Toei Animation's historic renewal, I believe this is the one. Oh no, definitely something else I was reading. All right, so all right. Essentially, right, Irvin is an experimental cyberpunk love letter set in the video that I just showed you right here. That's not it. Where did it go? Oh, right there. Bam. So Irvin is essentially a love letter set in like a dystopian type of city or architecture. And Naxi. I'll link it below. The prefecture in Japan, right? That's Nagaski prefecture, right? It's produced by Toei Animations, a new intellectual property and research team called Piro, right? So Piro, P-E-R-O, is prototyping experimental research in Ozumi. I'm having a lot of difficulty spelling, especially today. It's actually spelled Oizumzumi Studio, right? With some cooperation of the Nagasaki International University, right? So the Nagasaki International University is actually a real university. It's national. It's credited. It's an accredited body, right? So established in 2000 in Nagasaki International University. I'm gonna have difficulty spelling our. Oh, we'll try it. Nagasaki Gakaisai Daigaku is a private higher education institution located in the small city of Sasaibo. Population range of 5,000 to 249,999 inhabitants. Nagasaki, officially recognized by the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science, and Technologies of Japan, right? This is a very known university within Japan. It is a co-educational Japanese higher educational institution. What that means, I don't know. But it's accredited again. Nagasaki International University offers courses and programs leading to doctorate degrees. Leading to officially recognized higher education degrees such as bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, and doctorate degrees in several areas of study. See the UniRank degree levels and areas of study table below. This 23-year-old Japanese higher institution. This 23-year-old Japanese higher institution has a selective admission policy based on entrance examination and students' past academics records and grades. Probably butchered that last part. International applicants are eligible to apply for enroll. So technically, you could apply to the school, right? Is it a virtual school? I don't know. Does it have a campus of itself? Maybe. I don't know. I'm sure there's a headquarters somewhere. NIU provides several academic and non-academic facilities. All right. And services students, including a library, as well as administrative services. Okay, so you can contact them. Very well. Very well. Okay. I don't know if I have to provide any more proof to this case, but hey, just for F's sake, this is what we'll do. This is what we'll do, okay? So the Japanese University Accreditation Association, this is the accreditation body for the NIU, right? This school of research that actually provides a research foundation for AI development within animation production, right? This is completely verifiable. You can go to this this website here, and or I believe this is their homepage. Yeah, you can go. You can look up the accredited body. You can look up the school itself. I just wanted to put that out there that this is something that is very real, right? Now, the second is Japan's first AI manga. Is it the first AI Japan manga, or just the AI first AI Japan, the first AI manga in Japan that's went public? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but again, I'm putting this information out there as something to keep an eye out on, because I think it's important as a community and as consumers that we actually understand that if there's no one to verify the integrity, right, or no one to question the integrity because we love it oh so much, then why what's stopping them from monopolizing on us, right? And again, there is that other factor of, other animation production studios that don't necessarily stay within Japan, but yeah, what's stopping them from just a whole game, you know, from a challenging market? If they just have their own system in place, why not question it, right? If the question of the community, if the community is actually stating like, hey, we can't question these things, that's something that we should be asking ourselves as the anime community about, right? Without bias, putting our biases aside, right? Opening the door to question, right? It's not bad to question, right? I think there's so much. You have Twitter, and you got you got the word haters, and you got the word mid and peak, and all these like trigger words that just kind of set people off guard, and disrespect and respect, and they have no concept of what these words truly mean, right? Now, I think it's important that we actually look at this and actually take an open mind approach to whether or not we actually believe whether or not this is true, right? Whether or not we can. Now, I'm not saying stop watching anime. I think I can close this out. I'm not saying we should start watching anime, but at least be more proactive and demanding when these studios are actually saying one thing but possibly doing something else, right? When they're not being as transparent as they once were 10, 20 years ago, right? Some of you new anime enthusiasts may not understand how transparent they actually were, but it's that transparency that actually created that lack of a boundary for them to openly come out and say, hey, like, this is what's going on. This is why a lot of artists were getting sick, right? You have Yoshihiro Tagashi, right? You have so many more. That's the only one I can think of at the moment. But there are dozens. I believe there are dozens of anime creators that actually have put their hard work in, and I'm not saying like others don't, but they didn't have these systems, these processes, these tools in place, these large teams to actually come together and put these tools in place as a business practice. This is a business practice. This is a business move. Not saying that it discredits their work. If anything, it adds to their work and allows them to work at a faster pace, right? Now, whether or not you think that because something's being added that it's completely valid as their personal work, that's a different type of question, right? I think that's the question that we all really want the answer to, right? And that we really need to ask ourselves. But I think that it's important that we actually start to look externally from stuff like this and stop being so closed-minded, right? The world is evolving, and that's not a bad thing, right? Now, I also wanted to talk about Studio Ghibli, right? Or more so Studio Wit, right? Known for producing anime like Attack on Titans, Vinland Saga. Partnered with companies called Celsi. That's CELSYS, right? To develop an AI tool named Clip Studio Paint AI, right? Quote. This tool is aimed to assist the creation of storyboards, layouts, and animation. So just to be clear, this is some information I found on ChatGPT. Completely verifiable. You can go and you can ask the sources that it found this information on. Ask it if it's true. If you really want to go to ChatGPT, or you can just Google whether or not whatever process that you see fit. You feel fits, right? But I guarantee you the integral process is the same, right? storyboards, layouts, and animation. This is just saying that there's a framework behind their business management and processes. Right now, a lot of people don't necessarily believe that there's a this is Studio Wit, a very large production company, right? Very known, very popular, right? They produced a lot of fantastic work. These anime that I listed, these are some of my favorite anime. Am I gonna like them any less? Personally, I won't. Right? I will love them just the same. Right? And I think that's a boundary that a lot of us kind of like don't necessarily have yet, that we just kind of have to build upon. Right? If you truly like the series, you're gonna truly like the series and accept it for what it is, regardless of the bad and the good. But not saying that you're going to not question it. Questioning it and actually seeing whether or not you agree or like certain things. Personally, I don't like this specifically about these series, but hey, I like the series for what it is. I like the production of the series, and personally, I have to say this is probably one of the more disheartening factors to hear about these series, but that's just the truth of the matter, right? Number 2, right? Graphenia. Might be pronouncing that incorrectly, but Graphenia is another production studio, right? So it's worked with I guess it's worked with on anime projects such as an anime project called Hero, in collaboration with an AI company called Groove, to generate AI frames and backgrounds, right? So that's just another yet marker and truth of the matter, right? Frames and backgrounds are more specific, but I don't see why these tools couldn't be used in tandem, right? Studio Kara, I believe I'm pronouncing that right. It's Khara. The studio behind Rebuild of Evangelion. Like, the list goes on, guys. I'm not even lying about this stuff. Let me show you what that's that. Now, I was going to respond to a tweet that I received about like AI like not being a part and an integral tool to some of these production companies, right? These anime studios that are production companies, right? We don't like to refer to them as that because we don't, because it's bad, right? Bad. I think it's just immature, and it's something that we as a I really put down the it was disheartening to me is that a lot of bigger YouTubers have not came out and said this before I had to. Right now, I get they may not be technical experts or have a technical expertise in how these processes work. AI is very new to everyone, especially as a common knowledge practice, right? Now we can use it more integrated in our everyday life, and it's becoming more seamless, right? And it will get to a point, if you're interested in this the zone verse, I'm go ahead and join the Discord and find out more about that, right? But definitely I'm very disappointed in a lot of these bigger YouTubers kind of just, they're putting their foot down on the fact that it's not real, it's not a factor. And I at some point, I'm not saying that, you know, again, Chibi reviews, I appreciate what you're doing as a YouTuber. This is just one of the videos that I disagree on, and I hope that you can keep an open mind about this and maybe look into this yourself. If you wanted to know a little bit more about how these processes and systems actually work, and more of these processes and tools that come out each and every week, I'll gladly go over and explain to you and share with you some of these tools, because yeah, it is truth. Most of us today now, I'm not saying that anyone can just make these can just make anime nowadays, because it's not completely automating like entire animations. Of course, it's automating the steps behind those tools, and making sure that those steps are not necessarily as minute, right? It's just the tools that replicate, and they create a bunch of processes that make these or a bunch of steps that make, yeah, processes that make these steps a little bit more easier. And yeah, personally, I would like to see more YouTubers come out about this. I will be working on more of AI technology and advancement. If you would like to hear more about what we do as a platform, and more what we do as a community, what we do for the community, I would encourage you to definitely check into the Discord, check into the channel, check into the platform. We'll be expanding a little bit more throughout the coming months, and I hope that you guys really enjoy and like our material, like what we share. Join the Sing Zone podcast, leave a subscribe, and just do whatever, man, because yeah, we're literally here for you. Am I like gonna I'm not really, I don't really care about the revenue or anything like that. Preferably, I prefer you keep your money in your pocket. But if you could spend a few minutes on a video that'll help educate you and keep an open mind, then that's also something that I would appreciate, and I would greatly feel good about, genuinely feel good about as a person, because I think it's just I think we kind of fail to evolve as a society when you have like minute things that we just kind of complain about, like the things that are no longer relevant in our everyday life, right? Now it's a hard step and a hard boundary to get past, but excuse me, it's just something that we're gonna have to overcome and get past it, just like the internet, just like mobile phones, touchscreen phones, right? Like within 20 years we've got so far, and for some that's a lifetime, for others that's just a fraction of a second. So I encourage you, and for others I guess that's a long time. So I encourage you to keep up to date. Right now I'm gonna share one more video. I think I'm gonna share one more video. This is oh yeah, this is, I was speaking, this is the manga. Yeah, this is Cyberpunk Peach John, right? All right, so that's created by Midjourney. It's fully created by Midjourney, apparently, with some probably some upscaling, downscaling by Stable Diffusion. I believe Dolly 2 was another AI tool that was used in conjunction with this AI tool. Now they can be used interchangeably, like you provided a prompt and it generates a image based off of what you say, and you give it a certain idea or certain aspects, and it generates that, and you can downscale it or upscale it on paper or off paper digitally if you so choose to. It's really just up to you. And I think these processes really need to they're really gonna revolutionize things. They already have. Personally, as I stated in the when the video started, is that Midjourney, the actual creator of Midjourney, the program creator for it, who actually created this this tool, right, for us to use. It's beautiful because he's limited the risk of he's chosen not to copyright it, right, which allows us the opportunity to go and actually generate images and use them as our own. Now that's frowned upon, but of course if they're used, and I wouldn't encourage that either. Personally, I would try to customize it in a way, maybe incorporate a drawing in there, and maybe blend it, which is also a factor of Midjourney, and join the server, because they have a lot of fantastic ideas, beautiful art you've never really seen before, at least not created by AI, right? And even like art that hasn't been created by humans. If you are interested in things like computer vision, right, this may give you some idea as to what the zone verse is kind of looking to get into in the future, right? And even a little bit more if you are interested to find out more about it. We will be creating more clues and context throughout Discord, throughout YouTube, and throughout Twitter. So again, I really appreciate you guys for coming by. I will be linking I will be I guess shouting out Chibi again. Again, thank you, man, for putting out this video. I really appreciate what you do for the community and the perspective you have on certain anime. Huge fan again, but this is just one of the videos that I disagreed on. Yeah, I hope that you didn't take this too seriously. I hope that it gives you perspective, and I hope it gives everyone some perspective, including your fans. Yeah, again, thank you. My name is Zone Fanfic, and it's been fantastic. It's been fantastic, just kind of, being able to, I didn't even share the video. Yeah, that's the video that I was sharing. So if you wanted to go and check it out, let me see. Yeah, let me just boop. All right, now that I booped that, right, this is the video you want to go and look at. Title's up and below right there, right? So yeah, definitely go and check that video out. If you have any more questions, let us know. Follow us on Twitter, all social media platforms, and we'll see you next time, travelers. Peace.